Well, it's only the beginning of May, but summer plans are on the minds of many Angelinos. We're talking about vacation, weddings, graduation season. It's all just about here. So how do we pay for it all and stay on budget? That's why Joe Santos is here to help us come up with the plan. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning. Good morning.
So, there's so much going on. I mean, in addition to all of those things I just mentioned, a lot of us then have to pay for daycare because school's out. There's summer camps that get costly. What do we need to do to pay for all these things but still stay on track to pursue our goals?
With so many fun things going on throughout the summer, so many fun plans, it's so easy for us to, kind of forget about our household budgets and our long-term goals, right? And that's why it's so important to stay organized when we're thinking about all this family fun, right? The first step really is to make a list for ourselves of all the different things that we want to accomplish, right? Because that's the first step to truly building a budget, to make certain that we are going to have everything in place to make sure we can pay for all this. Think, for example, if we get invited to a graduation or maybe a wedding, we may be on the hook for a little more than just buying the gift, right? We may need to travel, right? And that may be a hotel, that may be food costs. And if we're not planning ahead, that could be overspending. Now, summer also represents the second half of the year, the beginning of the second half, to really reflect on any goals that we set for ourselves. So, before we go jump on any airplanes or jump on a cruise ship, right? We need to reflect back to ensure that the goals we set for ourselves, we're still on track to achieve those as we move forward.
Okay, what are some ways that we can really maximize the budget?
Sure. I mean, we can do this in a number of ways. There's so many fantastic websites online to be able to really take a look at different hotel costs, different airfare, and we can also save quite a bit when we bundle those as well. Now, we can also consider traveling as a group. Could be great fun to bring the family, go with friends, and be able to qualify for group discounts. There's a lot of great loyalty programs out there too, and there's some hidden perks on our credit card and debit cards. Like, for example, my favorite one is with Bank of America, their Museums on Us program. So in the first weekend of every month, we can just show our Bank of America card and get free admission into over 200 museums across the country. Here in LA, this weekend, by just showing your card, you can get into LACMA, you can get into the Gene Autry Museum, and the Skirball Center as well. But the first step really is to start planning ahead of time and consider opening up a separate savings account that's just for family fun, right? We can start putting automatic deposits into that account, so when it's time for vacation, we can worry about getting the kids together and making great family photos, not necessarily worried about paying the bill.
And this is a time when there can be a lot of unexpected expenses. What are we looking at for that?
So again, oftentimes when I see individuals planning for their vacations, they're really focused more on the big rocks. Think about the hotel cost and the airfare, but they don't think about things like entertainment, food costs, right? I mean, we need to make certain that in our family budget, we have some cushion, right? Especially for buying souvenirs when we get there, right? But also think about things like rising gas prices. It's similar to the way we would view our emergency fund when it comes to our household budget, right? Preparing for the unexpected. Another thing we can do is to consider travel insurance. Right, again, these policies can help us if we had to cancel at the last minute or if something was to happen while we're traveling. But hate to be traveling internationally and find out that, our insurance benefits don't cover us when we're traveling abroad. So it's worth some homework, and it really could be a great investment.
So how do we really stay on track of our long-term goals while we're still trying to have a little fun?
Absolutely. Again, a little planning goes a long way, especially in these summer months, right? And, again, by sitting down and really starting a conversation at home, considering our short-term goals, our long-term goals, and being committed to putting a few extra dollars away to that family fun in the summertime, we can get there. And if we've never built a budget, my favorite place to start is bettermoneyhabits.com. It truly is a place to build a plan that can help us with making certain we have a budget that'll help us for today, but it can really make sure that we're confident that we can also enjoy tomorrow as well.
BetterMoneyHabits.com.
Yes, ma'am.
I like that. I'm going to check it out.
Absolutely.
I hate to say I need one.
Good fun.
Thanks so much, Joe. We certainly appreciate all the advice.